Merry
That's
Christmas,
nice.
Frank.
You look like Captain Lou Albano.
Every time a bell rings, Captain Lou Albano gets his wings.
R.I.P.
That's nice. Welcome into the last podcast of 2023. We are going to look back on the top Google searches of this year. We're also going to award our golden assholes.
That's nice. Good stuff.
Golden AOA-Hole awards on this episode. Our last blind top 5
Of the year.
of the
Not
year.
of all time.
Aaron will be along with us, Cuddles, of course, and that's it. Just Merry Christmas. That's the
Happy New Year as well.
and Happy New Year as well, my friends.
We are
That
off.
is
Yeah.
the last podcast.
We're off next week.
We are.
Yeah.
So watch some old episodes if you'd like. I don't know how long I could do this for.
I give it another 2 minutes before I put my fist through the screen.
Okay, is it just driving you crazy?
No, if you do that, it's annoying, but you can't hear it unless you go really nuts with it.
Okay, I don't know. This is a
What am I
thing.
looking at here? What's on there?
This is they're bells that you can hang from a beard.
Very nice.
They're little.
Is that what they're made for?
clippies.
What are they? They look
Yeah.
like what are they supposed to be actually?
They have little clips on them.
Oh, that's what they're for.
This is what they're for. Here's the guy. Look.
Look at that. There he is.
Jingle bells.
All right.
Look at Jeremy here. He looks so thrilled to be.
He's the wrong guy for this ad.
I mean, it's not even this hat is so photoshopped on him. It's not even funny.
Oh man.
Like
He could have
think-
like smiled a little more.
I'm pretty sure the beard is photoshopped and also the jingle bells. I think everything on here is not
I think
real.
he's an AI person.
Yeah.
4-piece bubbles.
Oh, I guess there's balls too. Why did we call Christmas balls bulbils? That's stupid.
I think baubles refers to just tiny knickknacks. I don't think it's a specific thing.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. That's what I say.
Okay. Good for you.
Give a dog a bone.
Top Google searches of 2023. How are we doing this?
It's been a hell of a year. I think we're just going to run through the list here. We'll do people, actors. We'll do games for a little bit, movies, musicians, shows, recipes, and then we'll get to the golden AOA holes. By the way, you can still vote on those right now at anthonyonair.com. Go there and click on the banner. It'll be the second banner that sweeps by. You can get those last minute votes in on the golden AOA hole awards.
The polls are still open.
Polls are still open. We'll keep them open until the very last possible moment. Cuddles, have you voted yet in the golden AOA hole awards?
I'm going to vote again right now.
Voting in right now, Frank. It's time to get your...
I voted twice already. I'm going to vote again.
Okay. Everybody can vote more than once. You could vote like once a day, twice a day, whatever it is. There's some limit. I don't know what it is, but there's some limit on it. But anyway, get those votes in right now. I'm voting right now as we speak because like none of my favorites are winning. So I'm gonna try and push this all over the edge here.
Oh, that's it. I can only vote twice because it already has my vote counted.
It's already
And
got
if
your stuff in there.
And
Yeah.
if I click the same one again, it takes my vote away. So not good.
All right, well, let's start with Google searches. And Janine, J-Subs will be here momentarily. So
She's in the chat.
We're good. We're good.
All right.
I will say, can I say something without insulting you?
We'll see.
Out of all the hosts, the best host in the chat for 2023 by far is J-Sabs, our own J-Sabs.
Wow.
There was not a better host to not be on the show and be in the chat
When
than
she's
her.
supposed to be on the show.
She was the best at it. She blew me and Frank out of the water. Wasn't even close.
I mean, I rarely am I in the chat if I'm not on the show.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, how she's watching the show, but not on the show.
Almost never in the chat when you're supposed to be on the show. Also.
Got
Let's
my drink?
start.
You got your drink?
I'm having water. I don't know. Should we have cocktails?
Water?
You want to have a cocktail?
The last show of the year?
Kyle's having wine. Yeah. Do you want to make me a cocktail? I don't know. What should I have?
I'm
A
having a
whiskey?
little Metallica whiskey.
Frank's having a metallic whiskey. Should I have a whiskey? Should I have a spiced eggnog? Spiked eggnog? Regular whiskey? Give me a regular whiskey. Yeah, sure. That would be lovely, Cuddles. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you,
love a
everybody in the
cocktail.
chat. Renee, Robin, Janine,
Okay,
of
so I have
course.
Frank,
Aaron.
let's start here. And I'm gonna invite everybody to do this right now in the comments in the live chat, and then Frank's gonna give us his answer. How did you feel about 2023 overall as a year? And what did you think is going to be the most memorable thing from this past year? Like, what sticks out in your mind that you think that is going to be what we talk about when we think back to 2023? So give me the big story, give me the overall feel. Go in the comments, replay crew in the comments. I'll be in there answering people for days, talking about what they're, leaving their answers. Do it right now. Comments, live chat. Frankie C, what was your overall feel about this year, 2023?
Let's see. There have been better years. There have been worse. I think was it a great year? I don't know. It was a year. It counts.
It was a year.
I mean, because you got the things that stand out the most. For me, one of them is kind of not a great note for 2023.
You
Not a
talking about
good
in your
note.
personal life?
No. I'm talking about globally.
Oh,
I was talking about the war going on in Israel right now, Palestine. I feel like that's a big 2023. Something that 2023 is.
What?
Is
Go to sleep.
okay.
what is
All
that?
right, we'll come back to G.
Oh God. Oppenheimer and Barbie. Barbenheimer was a big one. That's a big 2023 moment. Taylor Swift becoming a billionaire, the Eras Tour, going sweeping everything. She's person of the year, the whole thing. Robin's hernia sticks out. So, but what about you? What do you think? What do you think of when you think 2023? What do you think of?
I'll tell you what, I think it's a year of transition. I think it's a year where we've put another year behind us with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
It's been the normalization of COVID. It's been the, now just COVID's going to be one of those things, and we're going to sell, vaccines and boosters, and just like we sell flu vaccines, and just like we sell,
they don't sell flu vaccines.
Antidepressants and all. Like it just
flu shot is free.
Is it for everybody?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
You just go in and get it. I thought.
Well, it's been normalized. It's become part of the, hey, get your thing, Pfizer and all these companies, although they've always advertised at sports games and news broadcasts and all that, more than ever have been like pushing the, all that kind of stuff. So that was an interesting moment of the year. Nobody cared about COVID. There was no big outbreak. There was no big, like, maybe we should mask up again.
Well,
and
it's
like
been springing up.
Past.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge outbreak. You're right, but it's sprung up a bunch of times, and it's you hear of people getting it. People, that it spikes around everywhere, but it's not as rampant as it was.
Yep. I think it's been the year of Taylor Swift. I think her being named Person of the Year is very apropos. She, like you said, did a lot, became a billionaire.
The whole Travis Kelce thing.
Whole Travis Kelce thing. She murdered one of her fans. Yes. The tour, like you said, the movie. Thank you very much. Like, yeah, she came first time out making a movie, and she just destroyed Martin Scorsese in the box office. It felt like it was Taylor's year for sure. As far as successes go, I think it was a boring year, believe it or not. Overall, there was no major election to speak of. The Ukraine war, we got bored of that, and we made a new one with Israel and Palestine and Hamas and all that jazz. It was a time where we were like, this is boring. Let's make another one, and so we did.
Was that the reason?
There's been no huge technological breakthroughs, although I feel like we're seeing them all on the horizon with the advent of Chat GPT becoming more of a. Now it's like I feel like this year was the year where regular people started using Chat GPT to like.
I have you used it at all?
Oh, a ton. Yeah, a ton. I've used it a lot. A lot into my personal life, a lot for the podcast here and there. Yeah, for some stuff on the podcast, we've used it to build some things, behind the scenes things, for sure. Yeah, and I think a lot more people have gone on there and gave it a crack. Where I used it last year, but it was like an early demo, and this year was kind of like the year people were using it. And I also feel like we're seeing AI kind of like, I think this was the dip our toe in the water year for AI, whereas from here on out, it is going to be AI everything. Like AI is just going to be a part of everybody's life, no matter if they know it or not.
I'm okay with AI in certain aspects, but when it comes to like AI creating artwork, it's like, well, it's not that impressive once a computer makes it. That's what makes art fun and worthwhile, because it's impressive. Like if you see a person paint a huge mural, that's skill, and that takes time. But AI could probably print it out in 20 minutes, in 10 seconds, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's also been the.
How much rapping does Jason have to do?
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was still muted. I wasn't sure.
I just put you on. Like I figured, let me sneak her on and see if she's ready, and nobody will know the difference. And boy, was I wrong about that.
Well, hello. I'm the only one who will rap in this house. So what do you? Again, I'm breaking my back right now.
How many things could you possibly have to rap? I mean, I felt like you rapped the other night for like 2 hours.
She's busier than Santa Claus, Frank.
Yeah,
she's got more rapping to do than the big guy.
I do.
I also
more rapping than Jay-Z. I don't know.
I think this is the. I think this is the last year for sincerity and realism. I think that again,
the fuck you talking about?
Like going back to AI, if you look at Google phones and Apple phones, you can smudge somebody out of the background now with your finger, which used to take graphic artists an hour and a half to do. Now any schmuck with a phone could just go bloop, and whatever they want to get rid of in a photo is gone. Like, and you can fix people's eyes. You can make kids smile. And the idea of capturing an actual authentic moment.
Well, you still can do that.
I think it's gone though. I think we will.
No,
I think we will take photos and just fix them and dress them up and tinker with them so much so that there will no longer be that we had a camera, we took a picture, and here's our memory.
I think people will still do that. I don't think you have to touch up every photo.
But I think it's going to get to a point where, and we're seeing some of it now, where like let's say you have a group of 10 people get together, right? We have our friends Christmas dinner, and we all get together for a photo, and you snap like 6 or 7 pictures, and you see what comes of it. And Uncle Larry might be looking this way, maybe or somebody's like, look at a stupid face. Now AI will take that and they will find the best face for everybody and put it into one thing. So you'll no longer have that, this is that exact moment as it happened. We will no longer. And what you don't realize is phones are going to start to do that on their own now without anybody having to do anything.
Well, I think you still have the option. If you want to touch up the picture, you can, but you could keep the picture as you took it. I feel like if they take that option away, it's like, well, I want the picture I took. What if you don't want to change anything about your picture? When you take a picture and then AI automatically does it, I feel like that option should always be there of, I want the original picture.
I don't know if it's going to be or not. I really don't know. I also think, going back to Dylan, what the hell was her name? The Bud Light girl.
Oh,
Guy.
Mulvaney?
Dylan Mulvaney. Okay. Do you remember? Do you remember when? Do you remember when the Bud Light, stop being a crybaby or whatever it was, billboard came out?
That's right. Everybody thought it was real.
Which was a total fake. I think we're going to see a lot more of that.
Well,
Like,
I gotta
again,
tell you, that kind of technology could have been done 20 years ago.
No, it could. Well, listen, yeah, but that's the difference. In a like somebody who does this for movies, CGIing it, could have done it, and it was always here. But now you have regular, ordinary people doing that work in 45 minutes from their phones.
But it was Photoshop. You could just do that anyway. Photoshop's been around forever, for the last 10 years at least.
But for video like that?
Yeah, I forgot it was video. Yeah, no, it's weird.
Yeah, it was video, and again, it was somebody from their phone or their computer doing that. So my point is that moment was big in this past year, I feel, because now we're going to look at all video and go, is this real? Where we never did that before.
See, that's
because it's so widely accessible for everybody.
I know. There should be I don't know, something that tells you this was messed with AI. Like, there should be a law. Like, if you mess with a photo with AI and you're using it in some weird in any like commercial way, you should have to put like a border around it or something, has a little disclaimer or something, or else it's illegal. Because to just be able to Photoshop anything and make it look real, you could get away with almost anything.
Yeah, so before we jumped on the air, there was a trend going, which, do you know why Trump stinks or Trump smells was trending?
No, I saw that, and I watched, I looked at some of the posts, and a lot of it was, for some reason, people kept they supercut a bunch of images and video of people making faces behind Trump's back.
Yeah, was that it? Okay.
And people were like,
it was one of those trending things where I've looked at 40 tweets and I don't know why it's trending.
A lot of them was Melania. Like, every time Trump turned away from him, she would be like,
she'd make a face. Okay. Now there was one where I watched where there was like a little blip in it, and I was like, I don't know if this is actually real. I don't know if this one is actually real, where she makes like a face like, what an asshole.
Well, I remember a couple of them that were when it happened. Like, that was the story of the day.
Okay. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But again, like, I feel like we're all going to look at a lot of these things now and go, I don't know if this actually happened or not. You gotta question it to a degree.
Well, that's when, I mean, if you could question it all you want, but how could you prove it? I think that's when you have to rely on like multiple sources to be like, all right, well, this is actually true. This was a real thing. Because a lot of the stuff like the Budweiser thing or the Bud Light thing, nobody knew it until multiple sources came out and said, no, this was fake. And then we're like, oh, it's fake.
Well, no, the sources didn't even know it until the guy who made it came out and said, here's how I did it. And then everybody started reporting on it. So if he never just did that, it would be like, also, like, do you remember the bagel scoop controversy that ripped for like a day and a half of the person who went to the bagel store in New York City and asked for his bagel scooped out with like vegan cream cheese and all this BS?
What happened?
It went like crazy viral. Everybody's like, look at this asshole asking for a scooped out bagel and all this.
I used to get that when I worked at a deli. I used to get that request all the time. Scoop out the middle.
It was one that just caught fire, and the guy who did it was like, "Yeah, I did it because I knew it was going to go viral. I knew people were going to get upset if I walk into an Upper West Side, deli and ask for a scoop." And he throws me out. It was all just like, whatever,
That's weird.
Christine Colson, the immigrants from Central America, the wars, Taylor Swift, inflation, Maui fire controversy. Maui fires were the big deal for a little while, and how those started. There's a lot of thoughts and things behind that. Inflation is an interesting one. Like, we saw high gas prices. We
going down recently. It's like $2 and change now.
I was going to get to that.
$2.93, Frank.
I like to jump on your lines when you're about to.
But so what I was going to say was, like, we got some high things, food and gas, and then it kind of came down and then up, and then now it's trending down. But also, like, this whole like, oh, we're screwed for the next 2-3 years, doesn't seem like that's going to happen now. And it seems like they're going to cut interest rates next year and things are going to get a little better all around. So inflation was the story. Taylor Swift, we talked about. The wars, we talked about. The immigrants coming from Central America. I think this was the year of the what do they call those, Frank? The safe haven cities. What do they call them? Sanctuary cities. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
With dynamite help, man. The sanctuary cities. This was the year of the sanctuary cities going, holy shit, we can't handle this.
Well, the issue there was the people in Texas and Florida using immigrants as political pawns
and busing them up to these cities. Yep.
Without any warning and just saying, here, handle this. It's like, well, there's a difference between just shipping us thousands of people and being a city that's used to it and being able to at least have some kind of handle on what's happening.
Yeah.
It might be a problem. It's a problem. It's overwhelming at times, but at least
a political
set up some way.
Yeah, political maneuver nonetheless, but an interesting exercise in, well, this was always just
human
a problem
trafficking
down south for the border states. Now all of a sudden it's a problem in New York and other states. So that's been an interesting point of the year. Yeah. Luis Ruiz, where is it at, and what's up with the disclaimer, and how many photoshops or doctors had to actually doctor this fake shit? Love you, Frank.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. There has to be some kind of disclaimer at the bottom of photoshopped images or videos. This is what he's talking about. What these are the details that the disclaimer should have. It should be. There should be a law. I think where technology is moving faster than the law can keep up with. So when there's Photoshop stuff, video, images, the law isn't quick enough to be like, all right, you have to say this is messed with, or people are just going to believe whatever's in the image. I do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I know you're not a fan of AI, Frank, but it has helped it has helped the medical field.
I'm okay with AI. In certain aspects. I think AI should be an option. It shouldn't be, everybody has to use AI for everything. It should be, if you need it, it's there. Like if, I think it takes away from, the art world, you could, if you're looking for art and the AI just creates, like if there's these AI things that you could type in, put a unicorn on a sled or whatever, and the image would pop up in 2 seconds. If you wanted to paint that, it would take you like days to do that.
But it bothers you as an because you're an artist, because you do paint and you do draw, and it bothers you, and it's going
to music too.
It's going to bother everybody in every field, and I think we've seen the beginning of it, and we've seen.
It's going to make people. Yeah, it's taking away creativity. It's because if AI could do it, it's going to be cheaper, and it's going to do big damage to the art world.
But to Janine's point, it's also helping solve some major issues.
Absolutely. Oh, 100%. It's incredibly useful and powerful and intelligent, and we should definitely keep going with it. But in certain aspects, it screws people. Is it just because it's available to use in every field? Do we have to use it in every field?
Smelly Trump, shout out to Luis Ruiz. I think Paige is saying it best right here. AI is going to be like the internet and phones, the best and worst for and of society. It's true. When you look at the disruption of the internet in 95, 96, 97, and then how it changed things, and then how in 2002, 3, and 4, like you saw we got on AOL in 95, 96, 97, and then the advent of Google and Twitter and everything else, and then eventually Facebook and MySpace, how that was like almost 20 years later, 15 years later. I think that's what we're in for with AI right now. I think we're about to go into that 1995, 96, 97 phase, and then where is it going to be in the next 10 to 15 years after that is going to be amazing. And a lot of people are going to be out of work. It's going to put a lot of people who are the intermediary between task A and C. Some of those people are going to lose their jobs, and we're going to wind up in a place where we're going to have to figure out how to continue to employ people.
I'm for the advancement of our culture, our society.
Are you? Because it feels like you want us to go backwards.
The advancement.
Oh,
I don't like if jobs need to change, I get that, For example, like transitioning from coal to more sustainable resources. If coal jobs have to disappear and more resourceful, like if you took a whole coal, mining company plant or whatever, and you turned them into a more green company, it would just be, all right, you used to work in coal and now you work for, solar or whatever. That's I feel like more of a transition that would be a little smoother than, all right, you're an artist. Now you can't do art anymore. You're out of a job. Now you have to be, you have to work at a retail or something, I just feel like it's different when you're transitioning from one medium to another, as opposed to one completely different career, a creative career that you enjoy to, now you're out of that job forever.
Right.
Like,
and it's not the end of the world. Like everybody predicts the end of the world. Like, when we got trains, it was the end of the world. When we got highways, it was the end of the world. We got everybody. Like
I don't think everybody said highways are the end of the world.
Well, everybody fears when televisions, took radio's dead. Everything's going to change now. It's going to be crazy.
Everything's going to change, but I don't think people heard the radio and said this is the end of the world.
I think so. I think every time somebody came, look at how many people are like, the social media's going to kill us. It's going to be the end of us.
That still remains to be seen. There's
everybody who's predicting these things, and it happens, all the time. Every time there's a big, huge revelation, Yeah.
I just think, like Paige is saying, we need faster education and more job security and transitions. Right. I believe transitions can be okay. If you're transitioning from the past to the future in terms of technology and your job has to advance, you have to learn new skills. I get that. And that's important. And I think that's good for society. When you're talking about changing someone's creativity, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
When there's no more music writers, and people are just not going to, that individuality goes away. That's where the artistic stuff is important.
Yeah, I'm sure graphic designers all felt the same thing when Photoshop was invented, and now look at all the people doing Photoshop. Miss Justice with a great point. Everybody hit the thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. Definitely do that, because on January 1st, we are getting the Epstein client list. And we're going to be here for you on that day.
Clouded.
Want to miss it.
I mean, clouded. Doubt it. January 1st.
Did you say clouded?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking...
She's drunk. She's crazy. I don't know if it's drinking,
the holiday early.
Papers.
You're drunk. You're drunk if you think I'm working on January 1st.
Decent point.
Somebody will be here from the podcast to be there on that day when that client list gets released. So
definitely won't be me.
Paul couldn't figure out how to vote. Just go to anthonyonair.com, scroll down, you'll see the AOA Golden AOA-Hole Awards. Golden A-Hole. You click on that, it brings you to the page where you just click on or tap the choice that you want, and that's it. And it just should automatically register your vote. You don't have to sign in.
Tap in.
Tap the choice and twist the cap. That's what I say, Frank. That's how I tell people. Yeah, it's super. I thought this was an easy one to get. I don't know. It's right there on the boom. And when you get there, and then did you see Jimmy Fallon? The next thing that pops up, bloop, Golden AOA-Hole. Voted up. There it is. Votes and voties.
You just click on the thing you want, and it registers it right away. You don't have to do anything else.
There you go. Well done, Frank. It's almost like you're a radio host.
Thank you.
All right.
Should we do the Google searches?
Yeah. Do you have the thoughts on 2023, or did you give them already?
Hold on a minute. That wasn't the Google searches?
No. Here's the Google searches.
Oh no. No.
Are you out?
You tap whenever you need to. All right, Frank. Top Google searches of 2020. What?
You didn't wait to listen of my thoughts of 2023.
Well, go ahead. You were complaining about how long the thing is going to take. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't really have any thoughts of. I didn't think about
it. So then, what do you? Jeez.
I mean, like, what kind of thoughts do you want me to think about?
What when you think of 2023, what stands out for you the most? This out of this past year, what's the thing that comes to mind? Either personal life or globally or something, socially.
I found my love of dance again. That sounds like a segue into a Lifetime movie, but it's true.
Did you really?
It's true. No, I really did. I'm being serious.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
Like what kind of dance?
Stripper pole, Frank?
Nice. Was it like was it like when Gordon Bombay lost his way and then he went skating on an ice rink early one morning?
Do you call the dance the triple deke?
It's
what was that movie? What was the movie with the white girl where she goes?
I love that movie. Don't even fucking say anything bad about that movie because
was that a Christmas movie?
That is one of the best movies.
She stopped dancing because her mom died on the way to one of her Juilliard auditions or something, and then she moved to the ghetto with her shitty father, and then she learned to dance again. What was that movie?
Save the Last Dance, starring
J. Sabs. What? All right, so you're dancing. Is this like an exercise thing, or is this?
The Zumba that I do. Help teach some classes,
Well, what kind of dancing are they doing in Zumba? Is it just like
Frank?
Nothing
it is
specific.
I'm sorry to say, something your pale ass probably can't do.
Ouch!
Wow, you can't dance.
How do you know?
No, I'm just kidding. Because
I happen to be an excellent dancer.
No, you are. I'm kidding. It's you don't know what Zumba is?
I know Zumba, but is that? I don't know. Do they teach a specific dance, or is it like?
No, it's a combination. It's a combination of like all different types of Latin dancing, Afro beats, hip hop.
No, it's not.
Stuff you're not interested in. Definitely not. But
what are you talking about? Why wouldn't I like that?
No. It's uncoordinated housewives going like this for 4 hours, and they think they're Latin. To Latin music, I'll give them that. Well, that's part of it, but it's a lot of this, Frank. It's a lot. Like I'm Zumbaing right now. If you put a video of me right now next to one of J. Seb's Zumba classes, you cannot tell the difference between any of us.
Okay, well, me, yeah. If there's one thing I can do, because I can't do much, it is dance. That is one thing I can do is dance. Anthony, stop acting like I haven't bent you over on the dance floor. He's laughing too because he knows that I did that to him. That used to be my signature move.
That was her move. For whatever reason. She would lull you into turning, like everybody kind of like spins around a little bit. She would lull you into a spin around and then grab you and try and bend you over.
So she would forcefully sexually assault you on the dance floor.
Basically, yeah. She's done it to her. I'm pretty sure she's done it to you, Frank, your wife at some point. Like it's happened to everybody.
I have video of that somewhere.
Yeah.
Of that actually happening. I'm serious.
All right, careful, J. Sabs, because Luis got robbed on the way to a Zumba class once, and now has lost the. I think that was in Save the Last Dance too. I think she got robbed at one point.
It's a terrible time.
All right, top Google searches of 2023. Let's start with
That's all he wanted me to hear me say. Go ahead.
What do you got? Do you have more?
No, I don't.
This is what I'm going to remember from
my
J.
God.
Sabs in 2023 is wrapping paper noises and coughing right into the microphone.
Do you have anything else about 2023?
No, not right now. Forget it.
All right, then move on.
You're complaining about time. I'm trying to move it along, and now you're like...
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's like when you fight with your significant other, and you're like, "What's wrong?" And they're like, "Nothing." And they're like, and then they start slamming things. That happens. You know what? Wait. You know what Gaetano's signature move is for that when he's pissed off?
What?
He washes the dishes.
Oh, you should upset him more often.
And I'm like,
right?
Oh, or he's like, he starts like cleaning up after himself and putting stuff away. And I'm like,
that's why you do that to him.
Oh, I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, what do you mean what's wrong? And I'm like, okay, you're pissed. So why are you pissed? Tell me. Instead of being a little bitch and fucking just start washing dishes.
Damn.
Let's get personal. How has your personal relationship been in 2023? I can honestly tell you when Cuddles is right here, she can jump up and hop on this mic if she needs to. I don't think Cuddles and I have ever been more in sync than in this past year. And what I mean by that is,
Go ahead,
well, Aaron and I have never been more Backstreet Boys than in this year.
What did they say? What did they say?
Frank made a corny dad joke.
Frank said Aaron and him have never been more Backstreet Boys because I said we've never been more in sync. It's good. No, it's good. We are. You couldn't tell the difference in behavior between Cuddles and I, and two 19-year-olds in a foxhole in World War II. That is where we are just. Even if we're not talking, we're looking at each other, trying to stay alive. Every communication we have is, don't fold, don't bend or break, don't stick your head up out of the foxhole. You will be taken out by a sniper bullet.
What the fuck's going on over there?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. I feel like it was the year of our kids and the year of us just survive. Like similar to like, okay, go back to, you ever see All Quiet on the Western Front when it's World War II and they're in the foxholes and out of nowhere, one of the guys just starts crying and the other guy just kind of like goes over and consoles him. We've had a lot of those.
Jeez.
I've had a lot of those where it's like,
Send you a fruit basket.
I can't believe we survived
Congrats.
today.
Congrats.
Sorry to hear that.
But a lot. I don't think we've consumed the most alcohol. Yeah.
All right, I'm with you there.
Yeah, 6 and 8 years old has been the year of we really need to stick together or else we're not going to make it out of here. We're not going to come out of this alive.
Thanks so much for the vote of confidence. Meaning, look what I can look forward to. Yay!
Oh, I forget. What are your kids at? What are the ages?
5, 4.
You're fucked. You're so fucked. You're about to get into it. Yeah, 5 and 4. She's at the stage where everybody's like, I don't know. Do you think Hitler's gonna make it out of France? I don't know. You think he's gonna keep going? I'm not really quite sure.
France?
That's where Janine is right now.
We're at the point where the U.S. comes into World War.
Yeah, exactly. We're at the point where the U.S. is starting to build tanks instead of Fords.
Can we do the most searched stuff? Can we do the top Google searches? Holy
Frank
shit.
is like, please. Yeah, I don't know.
Usually I'm like, all right, whatever, but I'm with Janine on this one. It's been 37 minutes.
I know. I can only listen to wrapping paper for so much longer. I can't imagine.
What do you mean?
It's been 37 minutes and we haven't done the first topic.
Oh my God. I'm done. Bye.
All right, Frank. Most top Google searches, we're going to start with people.
Oh, should I show this? This is Janine being physically, sexually assaulting me on the dance floor.
Please.
All right.
Oh God, I don't remember this.
See what we've had to go through.
You don't remember this? I don't even know what party this was.
That is some good dancing there, Frank. Look at you go.
Damn right.
Look at you go. There's some ass whacking there.
Wait, here it comes.
She just did. Look, see, she lulls you into it somehow.
There it is.
You know.
There we go. That's it.
Well, that wasn't that. I've seen a lot worse.
It's been worse, but that's just a sample.
That was at a communion, so I had to be
You had to rein it in a little for the communion.
That was at a communion. Oh shit! All right, here we go. Top Google searched people. I'm not going to do all of these for every one of these categories, but this one is a good one. Number 10, Pedro Pascal. It was the year of Pedro Pascal.
Oh, absolutely.
But I feel like we forgot it for Taylor Swift. I feel like she eclipsed him at some point. But at the beginning of 2023, it was Pedro's year.
I have to say you're correct about that because I completely forgot about him.
Well, you know what? He was the big thing for a while. And then not that long ago, maybe a month ago, there were rumors that he was going to play the lead in a Fantastic Four movie. So he sprung up again towards the end of the year.
Yeah, he's not gone, but he's...
Yeah,
it's definitely his year. David Beckham came in at number 9 for all the cheating scandals.
Oh, I see.
Danny Masterson came in at number 8 for not great reasons.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
Who's Lil Tay?
I was just going to say, who is Lil Tay? No idea.
No, I don't know. Do you know, J-Sabs? Lil Tay?
Don't even talk to me if you don't know who the fuck Little Tay is.
First of all, it's Lil Tay.
Okay.
Good job, Frank. I was going to kill her for that, too. You got it. Good.
Do you know?
Yes, I do.
Who's Lil Tay?
A rapper.
Okay. Name one
Well, I didn't
song.
think you were going to say a classical composer because that would be certainly breaking the mold.
First of all, I just looked it up. Lil Tay is an American Canadian internet personality and musician.
Right, rapper.
Okay.
Jenna Ortega. Do you know who that is? Number
Yes,
6.
I do. It's Wednesday, girl.
Yeah, I know Jenna Ortega.
Got it.
She's Wednesday. You're right.
Travis Kelce at number 5. I thought he would have been higher.
Right.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I looked him up, and he's a soccer player.
Got it. Andrew Tate at number 3. This was the year that Andrew Tate went away, and people had a lot to say about that.
Right.
Jeremy Renner at number 2. We forget about the accident earlier in the year.
Where he saved his nephew and was a huge hero.
Yeah.
Totally.
And number 1 most searched person of 2023 is interesting because, again, it was one of those moments where the perfect storm occurred, where this probably happens a bunch of times and nobody cares as much. But Damar Hamlin, when he got hit on the field and he went down, it was one of those moments where it was like the whole world was talking about it.
That's right. Now I remember that. I was like, "Who's Damar Hamlin?"
When did that happen?
That was early on in the year. It was the winter last winter.
Season, right?
I feel like it just happened. How crazy is that? I feel like it just literally happened.
I remember that, and everybody thought, "Holy shit, what the hell happened to this guy?"
Yeah,
I remember that. That was rough
because they thought he was dead.
He was number 1. Surprisingly, Taylor Swift is not on the list there.
It is, yeah. Most people search Travis Kelce, and I think that's a testament to Taylor Swift because that was the Swifties searching.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Swifties were like, "Who the hell is she? Who is that guy?" And so they were Googling him like crazy to get the background on him. So,
right.
Most searched actors of 2023. Number 10, Matt Rife, who we were talking about the other day.
Comedian. Is he an actor?
I think he's more of a comedian.
Oh,
yeah, I don't think he's been in anything.
There's so much drama with him. I want to know if Audi vagina is up in there. Is one of the most searchable Google terms. So, please.
Is that an actor?
Audi vagina in his special?
No, not in his special, but in something else. So please let me know.
Okay, number 9.
Intern, get on that.
Number 9, Kiara Advani.
I don't know who that is.
Russell Brand was number 8. Russell Brand had another one of his moments where he was like Russell Brand, the internet personality podcast host. You know, he kind of had a little time there this year.
Well, because of sexual assault stuff.
Correct.
Right.
But it was that's right. And then there was the whole big pharma's trying to cancel me, and then we never really heard anything else about that. That went away.
Kind of dropped away.
Brendan Fraser. I think that was mostly in the beginning of the year around the Oscar buzz of The Whale.
He won Best Actor.
Jamie Foxx. Remember the Mystery Illness?
Mystery Illness, and recently sexual assault.
On Jamie Foxx, I missed that.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, you and I are the last 2 people who haven't sexually assaulted anybody.
Definitely not Jay Sabs.
No,
I have
she
video
has
proof
definitely
of
been
that.
accused, and there's going to be more people coming out of the woodworks for her. That's for sure.
Right.
Frank might be one of them after I just saw that video.
Right.
Bathroom break.
Number 5, Pedro Pascal. Danny Masterson at 4. Okay, I don't know who this is. Ichilaws Inusuki.
I'll look that person up.
Jenna Ortega at number 2 and Jeremy Renner at number 1. A lot of similarities between that and the most Google searched people.
And a Japanese actor.
Oh, which one?
Ichilaws Inosuke.
What was he in?
Japanese film, kabuki stuff. Let's see. Was arrested in June for assisting parents' suicide.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's why he was in the news.
I'm not Japanese nor living in Japan, so I missed that one. Most searched games of 2023. I'm not going to go over this whole thing, but I do find it interesting that Hogwarts Legacy is number 1, and The Last of Us is number 2, based off of obviously the television show, which is nominated, Frankie C, for a Golden AOA-Hole Award.
Yes, place your votes now. You could still get your votes in.
Yes, voting is going to end very soon. Most searched movies of 2023, also a category in the AOA-Hole Awards. Pathin, number 10.
Never heard of it.
Creed 3, number 2.
Okay.
I haven't seen that yet. Godard 2, number 8.
Never heard of it.
Number 7, EEAAO.
What the hell
Never
is
heard
that?
of it. Number 6 is surprising here. I feel like it's one we've anticipated for a long time and fell off the map.
I'm sorry. EEAAO is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay. I love that movie.
Picture.
That was great.
Yeah.
I feel like that was, okay. That came out last year, but makes sense that people were still searching it this year.
It was the best picture this year.
Avatar 2. We waited 12 years for that son of a bitch.
I watched it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But
I had no problem with it.
I think it's fell victim to there's just so much stuff now.
Yeah.
Even something great is going to have a shelf life, that's a little smaller than it used to be.
Yeah, but top 6 in the most searched movies, that's pretty good.
It's great. It's great. But when Avatar 1 came out, people talked about that for 2.5 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a revolutionary type of thing. And then after, everything kind of took over after that. So Avatar 2, yeah, revolutionary, but not as revolutionary as 1.
Yeah. And, okay. So moving through here, John Wick at 5, Sound of Freedom, number 4. That was a big deal towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy got in trouble eventually. Jawan at 3, and as predicted, Oppenheimer number 2, Barbie number 1.
Barbie number 1.
I'm very excited. I'm going to watch Barbie over the break. I'm going to have a lot of time.
Yeah, I got to watch that too. Go vote for your favorite movie of 2023, the Golden AOA-Hole Awards.
That's right, Frankie C. Most searched musicians.
Here we go.
Anna Oxa, number 10.
Who's that?
No idea.
Jay Saps?
Jose Luis Perales, number
Who's
9.
that?
No idea.
Okay.
Number 8, Kelly Pickler.
Wow, Kelly Pickler.
I know who that is.
Yeah, why?
I'm wondering if it's like, is Kelly Pickler still alive?
Maybe that could be. But hey, good for her.
I'm not going to go through the rest of these because I don't know who any of these people are, although Smash Mouth came in at number 4.
Well, because the lead singer passed away.
Lead singer died. Joe Jonas at number 3. I think he's getting a divorce.
Uh-huh.
Jason Aldean at number 2.
Because he was a big Trump guy, and a lot of that shit came out. And plus the song that he wrote, "Try That in a Small Town," is a fucking
That's it. That's what I could
dipshit
remember.
of a song.
Number 1, Shakira. That I don't know why. Was that the Super Bowl?
She had
maybe?
she had big tax problems. In South America, she was a lot of trials and stuff like that. I think she was cleared of most of that.
She wasn't even the Super Bowl. I said Super Bowl, but wasn't Rihanna the last Super? I can't even remember.
Rihanna was the last Super Bowl, right?
Her and J Lo were maybe the one before that. See,
Do we know who's this one? Who's going to be? Who's doing this Super Bowl?
Yeah, we know who's doing the Super Bowl.
Oh, it's what's his name? John
Usher.
Legend?
No, Usher.
Oh, Usher. I thought it was John Legend.
Most searched TV shows of 2023. Number 10, Shadow and Bone.
Don't know what that is.
That's what me and Cuddles do sometimes.
Nice.
Saturday mornings. TFO THO.
Hold on. I got you.
Go ahead.
The Fall of the House of Usher. Very good show. Aaron and I watched it. It's like a 10-episode show. It's it's in the horror genre. It's very good. I recommend it. It's one of those
not a horror guy.
Well, it's one of those shows. Remember, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think, where they have the same cast do the same. They do a season of this, and then they do the same cast they bring over to a season of that, and they did like 3 or 4 of these things, and one of them was The Fall of the House of Usher.
Got it.
Based on Edgar Allan Poe stuff. It's very good.
Got it. Okay. You have the thing. Why am I doing it? You do it. You got it.
All right. Now, this says The 90s Show, but wasn't it That 90s Show?
I believe so.
Okay. Typo. 7, The Glory. I don't know that one.
Didn't watch it.
Okay. Number 6, King the Land. Is that even a phrase?
Didn't watch it.
All right. Never heard of it. Number 5, never heard of this one either. Kaleidoscope.
Now, I think that one was the one that I was talking about, where there were 10 episodes and it didn't matter which one you watched in what order. I think that was Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was interesting. But this is a testament of nobody's on the same page anymore because there's just so many shows in so many places.
But I guess this is the most searched stuff. Top 10 searched Google searches for TV shows. Number 4, One Piece. I don't know that one either.
Nope.
All right. These last 3 I think I've heard of. I didn't even know. I feel like I heard of number 3, but I didn't know where it was or who was in it or anything about it. Ginny and George. I think that's based.
Oh, I love that show.
Do you watch it?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes.
And it's based on the
What's it
Harry
about?
Potter, right? Is it Harry Potter?
Frank, no.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was Ginny Weasley.
No.
It's the only Ginny I know of.
You tried, huh? You
I
tried
did.
to.
Who's Ginny and George then?
It's a show on Netflix about a mom. It's like the dynamic between a mom and a teenage daughter.
Yeah, all right.
But it's like, it's not corny at all. There's like twist. I don't know. I find it to be, even the husband watches it with me. So
All right. That's good.
I'd love to see a show showing the dynamic between a mom and a teenage mutant ninja turtle. That would be the best.
Goodbye.
That would be good.
I'd love to see that.
See, now, if they make another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, I feel like the last 10 of them were animated. Can we get a live action, people in the suit friggin' movie?
Thank you.
Please? That's what everybody wants.
In the suits that we grew up and know and love, please.
Yeah. And if it's not those same suits, fine. But put them in suits, please. I don't want the CGI cartoons. We don't need that anymore. There's plenty of those.
you know what that just sounded like, Frank?
What?
You say I just pictured you saying that in Jerry Seinfeld's voice. Put them in suits.
What's with the CGI Ninja Turtles?
Can I tell
We
you what
don't
else?
need it.
Can I tell you what else we need? A Ninja Turtles do Radio City Music Hall again. I would love to see that again. Do you remember that?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
It was the biggest thing.
Frank, you're making that up.
No, are you insane? It was the biggest thing ever when we were kids. The Ninja Turtles played Radio City Music Hall. Nobody could get tickets. It sold out instantly. And then they put it on pay-per-view. I remember watching it. They did like songs, and it was just the weirdest, most bizarre thing. It was just such a cash grab. But
This thing has to exist somewhere on the internet.
I'm sure if you YouTube it, it will come up. We're going to YouTube it right now. Damn it. This is what we're doing. We're going to YouTube this.
Ninja Turtles. Now the last one that came out was a Seth Rogen made one, a movie, and it was all animated. And I watched like the first 30 minutes of it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like it started out okay, and then I was like, and then it just dragged. I'm like, I can't. Give me live action Ninja Turtles, please. That's what everybody wants.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of their shells. So we're gonna get a fucking strike for this one.
Oh, this is it.
Look at the old graphics. Look at it.
Yes.
Look at it. It was the
greatest.
It's
an hour and a half.
Dude, it was and it was just Radio City Music Hall. And look at that. Wait.
Yes.
Look at them.
Oh my God.
Look at look
That's
at that.
amazing.
And their punk rock outfits.
They're playing guitars. You got one of them on the whatever the hell he's playing in the background.
Some futuristic drum set from Raphael. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and look, there was just like people. Look, there was behind the scenes reports.
Oh, that's the 80s version or 90s version of Ryan Seacrest right there.
Yep. Fucking Shredder shows up.
Come on, terrible Shredder, by the way.
Come on. Let's see. Wait, let's see how hot this April O'Neil is. I'm pretty sure. Yep. She's all right with me. Look at the big fucking hair. Look at the whole damn thing. Jesus.
There it is. Is Splinter in this? Because if Splinter isn't in this, then it's not worth watching.
I don't know if Splinter. I don't remember Splinter making it. I'm gonna watch this now. This is there he is. I don't want to spoil the ending for you.
Oh my God, he looks like a big hamster.
Yeah. There we go.
Look at this. There he is.
Fucking
All right.
Ninja Turtles do Radio City Music Hall, dude.
I might
That's
have
where
to
it's at.
spend. I might have to spend my Saturday watching this.
It was just great. It was great.
That's amazing.
All right, top 2 most searched TV shows.
Yep, we got Wednesday, which was a good. Did you watch Wednesday? It was good.
No, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be one of the things that I remember of 2023. Yeah, can you bring me up a fresh cup, fresh ice?
That's nice.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. No, I'm gonna keep working on this while you go get it. What was I gonna say? That show captivated 13-year-olds across our country.
It was a good show. Plus, you know, if you're an Addams Family person, it's up there. Everybody's true to their character, and plus now they're talking about a spin-off for Uncle Fester.
Is that right? Yeah, I can see that.
Played
And I'll
by
tell you
Fred
what,
Armisen.
you know where the Fred Armisen.
He was good. He was good as Uncle
already.
Fester. I doubted it. I doubted it highly.
Already. Oh, I can't.
What do you mean enough? He's not in anything.
Oh, he's in everything. He's in too much things.
Is
And then
he
he's
ever?
so annoyingly in stuff that he's like, oh, look, I can drum too. Watch me drum. Nobody wants to watch you drum.
Man,
You can
someone's
barely watch
jealous
you
of
trying to
Fred
be funny, Fred Armisen. You fuckface.
Jeez.
Sorry. What was I going to say?
Guess
It
what?
became-
I just got mad because I was trying to talk and I was like, why is no one fucking listening? Because I was muted. Fred Armisen, I love him. I think he's adorable. But you know who he dated for a while? What's her name? The chick, I'll just say it because I can't remember her name right now. Chick with the raspy voice from American Pie. With the crazy curly hair.
Oh, the one that's in all those Old Navy commercials now.
Is she?
Oh, the girl. Yeah, I like her.
Natasha Lyonne.
Yes. And you watched that Netflix show with her too, and you liked it too, Frank. You
Yeah,
and
it was-
Aaron.
The one, oh wait, not Orange is the New Black, the newer one. What was it?
Yes. When the
Black
when
is the new orange.
Oh,
Right.
goodbye. Goodbye.
The one where it was like Groundhog Day. We watched like
Yes.
it's a few seasons. We only watched like a season and a half of it. Then it got a little repetitive, and we were like, all right, she's going
Right.
through the same day. We got it.
Right.
Wrap it up. It was good. Russian
Nowhere-
Doll. Thank you, Aaron.
Nowhere was Russian doll. Good job. Nowhere was Wednesday more evident than in Halloween. Every 12
Yeah, my kid. No, and 5-year-olds
dressed
like
as
my
Wednesday.
daughter.
You double fisting the drinks.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Very nice. And the number 1 most searched TV show of 2023. No surprise here. The Last of Us.
Yep.
Phenomenal show. I think, again, will it win the Golden AOA-Hole Award? Stay tuned. We'll find out. But, I think there were 2 shows this year, and that was one of them. And that was one of the shows that, again, for people, what I love about it is people who are like, I'm not going to watch a fucking zombie apocalypse show. That's ridiculous. And that's my stance. Then I get into that show and I go, oh, this is like so much more than that.
Yeah,
It's just
really
different.
good.
Which I love. I love things. I love movies and shows that can do that to you, where you're like, there's no way I'm going to like this. And then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, you're telling everybody about it.
Yeah,
So-
agreed.
That was The Last of Us for, I think, most people. Let's do recipe, Frank. And then that's it for the top Google searches.
Here we go. All right,
Still
the top
on the
10.
Google searches. Go ahead.
This is the last one. Top 10 most searched recipes of 2023. Smelt in at number 10, which is a fish. People wanting to know how to cook smelt.
Trying to
Always
think of a really dirty joke about smelted fish.
Oh boy.
Smelt just feels like a bad word. Like smelt feels like a word like where you go, I have to search this before I use it.
It's, if you have to search it, then you're the one who dealt it.
How about this? Goodbye.
Cheers.
A lot of people are getting this for free, and that's become a member. You should be paying for jokes
That's what I'm
like that.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Number 9 is Assure, Ashure, which is like a pudding. It's like a dessert, Mediterranean type thing.
I assure you, I've never heard of this before. That's crazy.
See these jokes, folks. Free content right here.
Who knew there was a Mediterranean pudding? See, that's what I love about the world and the internet. We're discovering new things all the time.
There's so much going on. Number 8, black cake.
What is that?
I feel like that's pretty general. Like, is that just like chocolate cake?
Frank, I think you mean black cock, and you're in the wrong category.
I am in the wrong category. I'm sorry.
That's just horny women misspelling one there.
Let's see. I'm searching black cake right now. And I gotta say, Black Cake is a drama series on Hulu for some reason.
So maybe, yeah, that's definitely not for recipes.
I think someone got mixed up.
Yeah.
What's so mysterious about black cake is, wouldn't that just be chocolate cake?
That's what I thought.
I hear once you have black cake, you don't go back to.
All right, this topic has been the best one for jokes from us so far.
Right? We're killing it.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, number 7, Takaka.
What?
Lake City Caca.
Now that is a Brazilian dish made with shrimp. It's like a soup kind of a thing.
God damn it, that sounds good.
It
what.
looks good too. You know what it looks like? It looks like miso soup. You know that okay. It's almost like a clear broth, but it has like that it's not so clear, but it has like the green leaves in it, and it has shrimp float. It looks okay.
If there's anything I trust the Brazilians with, Frank, it's food and waxing.
That's right.
Okay.
I was going to say, me too.
They seem to have cornered the market in those two things.
Now, this
Thankfully.
is a weird one.
What?
Coronation quiche in at number 6. Coronation quiche was chosen by King Charles II and Queen Camilla as the signature dish of their coronation celebrations in 2023.
Okay, so that's why that one was the thing. Now, Frank, this next one I am going to put on the screen because I want to show the world how it's spelled
and how it's pronounced.
How you're going to pronounce it. So here's how it's spelled. Pronounce that for everybody.
Pasta fazool.
How do we? Somebody cornered me the other day, and they go, "Do you really say galamad?" And I go, "Yeah, that's what we really do."
I think there's an evolution to these words. Like galamad is calamari, but when you say calamari, like when you roll the R, like you're supposed to, like calamari, you know, it sounds like D's, a bunch of D's. So it's calamari, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just
I love a bunch of D's.
Right.
I heard that.
So it's just a shortened, easier slang way of saying these words, like rigot.
Oh,
you know, it's ricotta.
I hate that.
But in Italian, a lot of C pronunciations become G's. You know, like menegot, manicotti is manicotti, and then you just over time you just get so used to saying it. It's just easier to pronounce it as a G. It just comes, it flows easier. And
then people go to me, well, real Italians don't talk that way. I go, the ones from Brooklyn do, because that's what people in Italy do not do that. But when you take the Italian language and you put it in New York for the last 50 years, it's the laziness and these evolutions of language are going to happen. You want to roll with the words, and it just flows a little easier for New Yorkers, I guess. So like gabagol is capicola, but you pronounce the C's as G's because it flows easier for some reason. It's that sound is harder to flow through. I'm going to admit something here that I probably shouldn't, but I could remember at a young age, looking at gabagool on the little printed, deli sticker, and going, What is this? The hell is this? I've never seen this before. My mother had to be like, "That's gabagool, you idiot." Oh my god. Oh, okay. So my English teacher, it's all wrong. Everything you've taught me, is wrong. Got it. Frank, we were just talking about number 4. We were a scooped bagel in at number 4.
Probably because of that video.
Gotta be.
I want to make a statement here. We're stopping the show. 2 things that have gone out of control: scooping bread. And I'm gonna tell you what the second thing is. Enough with the scooping bread. If you're getting bread, you're getting bread. There's no reason to rip the inside out. It's all important. The soft inside, the crusty outside.
Well,
that's
what
bread.
she said.
Well, let me tell you something. When I used to work at the deli, people used to ask for a roll or a hero, and they used to say, "Can you scoop out the middle?" So the hero kind of encapsulates all the stuff inside, because when you put a hero, the top piece of the hero on top, stuff tends to slide out the sides, whatever. It just holds everything better. I understand it. I don't get anything scooped myself, but I understand it, and I don't mind when people get that.
Can I tell you something? We've got to stop these scoop people. They're ruining the country and ruining the world.
Aaron has a good point. Who the hell needs a recipe for scooped bagel?
I think this was miscategorized, to be honest with you.
It might
that's
be.
What happened. All right, let me tell you the other thing that's out of control. Okay?
My rapping.
Yes. But in the food world, and this is the perfect time of year to talk about this. And I feel like I'm going to catch a lot of shit for this, but that's me. Here's what I'm here about. I'm here to change the world, Frank. I'm not here to worry about being canceled.
Okay, good for you.
I'm going to make a stand today, and I want everybody to get behind me and not fight me on this. I'm going to wait for the rapping to stop so I can get this clearly out.
Then you're going to be waiting for a long time.
There are too much chocolate chips in chocolate chip cookies today.
You're a nut job.
It
You're out
has
of your
gotten
mind.
out of
You're
hand.
insane.
Out of control.
That's an impossible statement.
No.
There's no such thing as too many chocolate chips in a chocolate chip
Well,
cookie.
I quit.
Thank you. You know what? I'm with you. I'm out.
No, I'm telling you, there's not enough cookie in the chocolate chip cookie.
You're a nut
It's
job.
equal parts cookie and chocolate chip. People are putting far too much chocolate chips in the cookie. We need to taste the cookie as much as the chocolate chip. It has to work together. It has to be
you need to taste the cookie.
Dude,
It
what
has
chocolate
to be,
chip cookie are you upset with? I mean, the Chips
Listen to me.
Ahoy has got the perfect amount.
That's first of all, that's not even a chocolate chip cookie. What
What are you talking about? That's the chocolate chip cookie.
horrific. Horrific.
Yeah, it might be a
Chewy?
mass-produced, whatever the hell, chemical.
Chewy? Wait, are we
something.
talking chewy or no?
We could talk chewy. We could talk chewy chocolate chip cookies from Chip Ahoy.
There's
But
more preservatives in that recipe than there are chocolate
I
chips.
got no
There
problem
is.
with that.
Disgusting that shit is.
Dude, give me more chocolate chips. What's wrong with you?
No, see, you're the problem. You're the
I'm
problem.
not the
with
problem. You're the
America.
problem.
There is two, and then people are doing this now too, where they're like, "There's chocolate chips and chocolate chunks in this cookie."
That's a different cookie. That's
The
a different
shape
kind
of it
cookie.
is. It is. You're right, but I'm telling you, there's too much chocolate chip in the chocolate chip cookies.
You're out of
It's
your
gotten
mind.
out of control, and we need to stop it.
You're out of your mind. You've gone off the deep end.
I'm off
you
the
can't- you can-
deep end, watches are diving.
If the chocolate chip cookie could be nothing but chocolate, like if they came out with a chocolate chip cookie that was literally all just chocolate chips melted together with
then
no
you're-
cookie,
You're just eating.
I would be fine with that.
You're just eating a huge Hershey Kiss. Then,
Fine.
At that point, I mean, it's a Hershey Kiss. It's not
Sign
a
me
chocolate
up.
chip cookie. It's
Sign me
not.
up. All right, so there's a little bit cookie in there holding it all together.
Oh,
Whatever.
No good. No good.
It's all good. I've never met a cookie I hated.
what she
Tracy,
said.
Anthony, you banned. Christine.
Christine.
Anna's so wrong. I agree with Frank.
Damn right.
I'm going to Paige on this. 1,000% agree with Ann, and I
Who
hate
hates chocolate chunks?
Chocolate
How could
chunks, unnecessary.
What?
Morsel is all you need, and you only
You can
need
do morsel,
a few
but
of them.
chocolate. When you bite into a chocolate chunk, oh, that's good stuff. When you get like what's it called, Pepperidge Farm. When you get like the Milanos, those. I forget what they call them. The giant chocolate chip cookies with the chunks in it.
I think that's the Montauk, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, whatever it is, it's
Look at Jack
amazing.
Meoff's comment.
And what are you, De Niro in Casino with the blueberry muffins?
Look how many chocolate chips you have in your cookie. Look how many I have in mine.
That's what I'm saying. You're gone.
The best part of that is like, I want an equal amount of chocolate chips in every cookie. And the guy's like, do you know how long that's going to take? And he puts it in his hand and he goes, I don't care. An equal amount. That's the best acting De Niro has ever done.
God.
It's
The more
so
chocolate, the better. Trista Delaney. Thank you.
No. It's a symbiotic relationship. It's about balance. People, there's a
It's
reason
not about
why-
balance. It's
There's
not.
a reason why.
I don't care. Symbiotic, whatever. Just give
There's
me
a
more
reason
chocolate
why
chips.
yin and yang is a thing. You need to have
Not in the chocolate chip world.
an equal amount in every cookie.
Yeah, equal is fine. Equal amount is fine. Just the more the merrier.
Let me ask you a question. Do you like a sugar cookie?
Sure. What?
I think you're on my side. I think if I gave you a chocolate chip cookie with
I like all cookies. I've never had a cookie I hated.
4
That's
to
what she
5
said.
chocolate chips versus what has become the norm of a chocolate chip cookie today, you would be like, oh, this is the best cookie I've ever had.
I like all cookies. I can't think of a cookie. There are some cookies that I go, but I'll eat them. Like the ones that have like nuts on them, like pinoli
What kind of nuts? D's?
These nuts, pinoli. You know, I'm not crazy about them, but I'll definitely, if they're there, I'm eating them.
Civilizations fall when chocolate chips get out of control. I'm going to tattoo that on my ass. That's
But
great.
look at his next statement. Cookie with M&Ms. He's all for the chocolate in that one.
Well, I'm fine with that, but you wouldn't put 77 M&Ms in one chocolate chip cookie.
How big is the cookie?
Which is what we're doing now with it's out of control. It's too much chocolate chips.
Oh,
we
you're
need
right,
cookie.
As long as there's cookie in there, put as many chocolate chips as you want.
No.
That's my philosophy.
No.
I'm off
Love
the
it.
deep end. Go ahead.
Exactly. All right. So the next number 3 in the most searched recipe of 2023 is something called papeda, P-A-P-E-D-A, which is, I looked it up. It's from Eastern Indonesia. It's like a starchy, I'll show you, I could show you a picture of it. It doesn't look
Show me a picture of
appetizing,
it.
but maybe it's delicious. It does not look appetizing. Let me lower the.
Yeah, that's like a bowl of nothing.
Looks kind of goopy.
Oh, I hate that word.
That looks like semen soup is what that looks like to
semen.
me.
But
Sign me
maybe it could be. I don't know if it's any good. I've never had it, never tried it. But it's number 3 most searched recipes.
Can I say something? I thought shrimp and lobster sauce looks disgusting,
Oh, yeah.
but it's delicious on the Chinese food map. It's pretty
That's true.
delicious.
I'll give you
So
that.
I'm going to keep an open mind for papita.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2 is called espeto, E-S-P-E-T-O. It is a typical dish from Malaga and the Granada coast in southern Spain. It consists of skewering fish, traditionally sardines, on thin, long rods and roasting it over firewood on the beach in the sand.
Did you say eel?
So, no, I did not say eel.
Okay, sorry. Scratching my ear. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. No, it's like sardines, roasting sardines like that over a fire.
Fresh sardines roasting on an open fire.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Which looks good. I could eat that. I can get into that. Now, this
Jack
happens
Frost nipping at your cock.
to be... Okay. Number 1 most searched recipes of all time. Now, of 2023 on Google. I love this dish, and I've had it many times. Erin and I have had it many times. We used to go to a place over here that had it,
What is it?
but the place has since gone. It's called bibimbap. Have you ever had
What
that?
is that? No, I've heard of it, but I'm not eating
It's a
it.
Korean dish. It's a bowl. They give you a bowl with rice, and it's got all these vegetables and the meat, and then they put a fried egg over it.
Ooh.
It's like the most. It's awesome. And then you have the option of like this spicy sauce that you can mix in with it. It's delicious. And every time we used to go to this place over here, this Korean Korean food place over here that had it, and it was just amazing. But they, I'll show you.
See,
a
the
picture
thing
of it.
is,
it's
okay,
fucking
I know why
delicious.
Erin likes it. Erin likes it because it has an egg in it, and she loves eggs, right? Here's
and
the
nerds
thing.
who like
But it's
Metallica.
all good. It's
And
all
nerds who
good.
like Metallica.
Yeah.
I don't like eggs on food, like on other
that,
food.
Look at the
dumbest
show,
thing.
show this picture.
Nope. That doesn't look
Ginny,
appetizing.
can you see this?
I can see it, and
And you don't like that?
no.
Oh, it's delicious. It's so good. And you mix it
Like-
all together.
You like ramen then, or no? I have to give
Yeah,
up.
I like ramen.
I do. I won't try it because it has an egg in it. That disgusts me.
What do you mean it has?
Plus, I don't like soup really.
You're
So-
so weird.
This isn't soup.
She's so weird, Frank.
You
I
trying
don't
to
even-
figure me out, right?
No, none of it makes sense. It's so inconsistent.
Oh, it's so good.
I hate most of it. It's hard to keep track of JSABs these days.
Bim, if you tried it,
gonna turn-
you would.
I'm gonna
you would
turn my
like it, I
cam
think.
on.
She's
Gonna
like,
turn-
I don't really like eggs on food, and I don't like soup. I mean, I just don't even know what
Do you
to do
like
with that.
eggs? Period. Like, do you like eggs at all?
Wait, turn your camera back on. I missed if you did. You give me the finger? Is that what happened? I missed it.
No, I'm trying to reverse my camera to show you the wrapping that I've done so far. But
Okay, put that up. As you say that, I want to say this. I will never turn down a Korean ever in my life if they go, taste this. I'm never gonna say no.
What if it's Kim Jong Un?
I don't give a shit. Good point. All right, everybody outside of him, I'm never going. I just feel like the Koreans are having a moment right now where they are just murdering it with food. Is okay. Here's JSab's rapping.
Good Lord, J Sabs.
Okay, can I tell you something? For all the noise you make, there's
it's not that much.
I'm
There's a lot
counting
of little
6
pieces.
things in a bag. You've put things in bags. That's not really rapping.
There's a few things wrapped.
A few. There's a lot. There's a lot.
This is staged, Frank. Look
There's
at how
at least
the
a dozen wrapped
it. Wait,
presents
move.
there.
Frank, Janine, move back to the right. Look at how those wrapping papers are so eloquently placed. This is staged and fake.
Yeah, this seems like you're putting it up for like a magazine shoot.
Yeah. Can I tell you something else too? Not that I want to judge you, but your curtain rod is far too thick. It's unnecessarily thick.
You know what's funny?
Put that back. Show
This is-
people how disgustingly thick your curtain rod is.
This is the guest room, so this is where my mother sleeps. So I'm not sure what she does with this. I was going to change it. She goes, no, leave it. Really persistent about it.
Oh,
She
it's
likes
so
thick
gross.
rods. What do you want?
That rod is unnecessarily thick. I'm going to tell you something. The size of that rod outweighs how many chocolate chips there are in a chocolate chip cookie. That's how disgustingly large that is.
Chocolate chips are
ratio-
great.
The ratio of rod. But see, here's the thing. You're going to laugh at this, and I'm not being disgusting. I do like a thick rod in a room. I do. I don't like thin rods.
What's the difference? That's something that you go, all right, as long as there's something holding up the curtains, I'm going, yeah, that's fine. Thick rod,
Yeah.
thin rod, I don't give a shit. Whatever's holding up the curtain.
I'm the same way, dude. I bought the first rods I bought were so cheap and stupid because I'm like, is there a difference? Who gives a shit? It's holding the curtain.
I think the one we have came with
When
the
do we-
house. I have no
Wait.
idea.
Oh my God. You didn't even do the golden AO. You better text me when you do the blind top 5 because I got to do something to my back right now.
What do you have to do to your back?
What? Put the map of Hawaii on it?
Good
No,
Lord.
the Tahitian Islands. There's more.
All right. Good Lord. All right. Golden AOA-Hole Awards.
All right,
Here we
Frankie.
go.
See, here it is. It's time to announce the Golden AOA-Hole Awards a winner. In the category for Best Movie, a Trumpian lead here.
That doesn't
Destroying
sound accurate.
number 2, Oppenheimer, is Barbie, coming in with 62% of the vote.
Wow.
Damn.
I
That's
saw
a big
Oppenheimer.
lead.
We saw Oppenheimer. Did
We
not
did.
enjoy it as much as you did.
Well, that's because I refused to give you a hand job and you didn't. So
I mean, if you want me to enjoy a movie, help me out.
Yeah. I think I let me tell you something. I loved Oppenheimer. I loved Air, which came in 3rd, and I loved A Man Called Otto, which apparently got so
Zero.
little votes. It got 0% of the votes.
Oh well.
Best album, category number 2, and I think Frank voted 17 times a day.
I only voted twice through this whole thing. twice.
It is Metallica with 72 seasons. Congratulations.
Arguably, now I'm a huge Metallica fan. Everybody knows that. It's, I think, one of their best albums.
You say that every time one of their albums comes out.
No.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You do.
This album, there's not a bad song. I listened to the whole thing. I have it in my car. I bought the CD. I bought the whole thing, and it's every song is just really well put together, and it's just such a good. It's a really great album. There's 12 songs on the album, and there isn't a disappointing song in the whole thing. My opinion.
Mercury 7, I think, was right there along with you on the voting. Foo Fighters coming in second with But Here We Are, and Guts by Olivia Rodrigo comes in at third. My favorite of all time, Dave Matthews, coming in at number 4. Jason Isbell, Janelle Monáe, and Right and Answer all tied for third.
Right and Answer came in at
Clearly the intern that we have is not having a good semester.
Well, Right and Answer was a good album. I have to
Best TV show, Frankie C. The nominees were Abbott Elementary, The Morning Show, Murdaugh Murders, A Southern Scandal on Netflix, The Bear on Hulu, Succession on HBO, The Last of Us on HBO. This was a tight race. Coming in at number 1, The Last of Us.
Yes.
Big show. Good show. I would have thought that Succession would have won, seeing as we hit the finale this year.
Close.
It was a close race, 33% of the vote to 25% of the vote. But The Last of Us just edging out Succession, and The Bear with 17% of the votes.
Very nice. Very
This
nice.
is also very surprising. Best comedy special of 2023. The nominees: Marlon Wayans, God Loves Me, which I watched the other night, which I thought was spectacular. Everybody said that the Marlon Wayans special is the special that Chris Rock should have done. And I went into it knowing that that's what everybody was saying. And I got to tell you, I agree. He did a great job.
Why is it? Why?
The entire special is based around the Will Smith, Chris Rock slap at the Oscars.
Oh, all right.
Because Marlon Wayans is close friends with all 3 principals there, Jada, Will, and Chris. And he tells it all from his perspective. And he does an amazing job with it.
Cool.
So Marlon Wayans, Gary Gulman, Mike Birbiglia, Mark Maron, Tom Segura, Nate Bargatze, and John Mulaney. I will tell you, I feel it's the year of Tom Segura. He finishes third with 17% of the vote. Nate Bargatze with 21% of the vote. Coming in at number 1 with 42% of the vote, John Mulaney, Baby J.
Hilarious. And I love Nate Bargatze too. They're both hysterical.
Now, you saw John Mulaney live.
I did. Now, this last tour, this Baby J tour, Aaron and I were at the very first show of that tour.
When the baby was born.
When the baby was born. And he was talking, the whole show is about his rehab and how he gets through the intervention and his stint at rehab and getting out and everything. And it's great. He takes you on the whole journey, and it's such a good story, and it's hysterical. Now, Nate Bargatze, he hasn't yet to put out a bad special. He's hysterical.
Yes.
So that also, I mean, it's a toss-up, in my opinion, between those two, but John Mulaney, they're both great.
I watched John Mulaney's. It's hard to argue with it. I laughed throughout the whole thing, I thought. And you know what, too? It's almost unfair because when something so poignant happens in a person's life, like them turning over a new leaf and becoming sober, when it has that realism attached to it and it's equally as hysterical as any other material, it's hard to argue with that. Those are hard. Those two worlds don't come together often. And when they do and he executes it as well as he did, he deserves to win.
He puts a lot into his stuff, and so do the rest of them. They're all skilled comedians. They know what they're doing.
Last Golden AOA-Hole award to be handed out. I'd love to get Erin in on this if she can join. We'll get her. Maybe she's in the chat. I see. We'll get her on for this. But it's the best blind top 5 of 2023. Frank, I think of all the, if you look back at the history of this episode, our work on Jeffrey Epstein, our stuff with Brian Laundrie, we've gone through phases of this podcast. I mean, it's always been consistently UI and JSABs, but the topics have shifted and changed. We've been together for the insurrection. We've been together for
years now.
It's been a lot. We've covered a lot. I think if you look back at the year of 2023 of the AOA podcast, it will be the blind top 5, which is remembered for this year, which Erin has brought to the table and has just done a masterful job with.
Out of the park every time.
Every time she knocks it out of the park, every time we're amazed. By the way, we've never really left something so hands off and it be such a success,
Yeah.
Paige wrote earlier, and I want to highlight this. Next year, I want to add AOA award categories: favorite host moment, favorite JSAB's confession, favorite coat item, favorite Cuddles witty comeback. Those are all great categories that we should definitely add and keep track of next year. But by far, the blind top 5 has been a huge win, and the person behind that is joining us now, Erin C. I mean, it's been you've murdered the year. You've killed it all year long on the podcast. How does that make you feel?
Thank you for the praise. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun on my end, and I'm so grateful for everyone being so receptive to it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. You knock it out of the park every time, and there's a lot of categories to choose from. The top 5s, that were voted for on the website.
And it's a lot of hard. And let me tell you something. We all work really hard on this podcast, and for all of our hard work to just be tossed aside so easily.
Oh, gosh, I wasn't saying, "Oh, please," to the hard work that you guys did. I was saying, "Oh, please don't."
No,
put
listen.
me on that same level. All right.
We're just Frank and I with jokes and bits and writing things and our history. All the work we've done have been pissed on and tossed aside, and we don't even mind because it's the truth. The blind top 5 has just encapsulated this podcast for this year. We couldn't be more grateful for it. So thank you, Erin, for that.
Thank you. And I just want to tell you, even if it wasn't my favorite category, Frank knows this to be true. I've rewatched this, I think, at least 50 times. My favorite moment has been when you two were trying to convince Jay Sabs to become an astronaut and she just wasn't doing it. And you were like, "Oh God, you should hear you two." You're like, "It's gonna be great," and she's like, "I don't want to." And you're like,
because it was what was the I can't remember the topic.
Jobs,
It was
jobs.
Okay, instantly you have that job, and it was astronaut. And she was like, "Well, I don't want to go through the training," and we're like, "You don't have to go through the training. You just instantly know." She's like, "Yeah, but it seems like a lot of work." We're like, "No, that's the point. There's not." And she's
like, "I have to poop in a bag." You're like, "You don't have to poop in a bag," and I'm like, "Oh, you have to become an astronaut, you guys." I thought that was the funniest moment.
That was great.
That's so funny. Now, I would say that's your funniest moment, Erin. Do you have a personal favorite before we announce the winner?
I voted for directors and actors, but when last time I checked, the Christmas songs was in the lead. Sorry to blow it if that was the one that won.
No, it's okay. Christmas songs was voted the best blind top 5.
Excellent.
That's right.
By far. And you know what? I don't know if that's because it was the most recent on this list.
Right.
And it's the time of year, etc. But
that could be. Actor and director came in at number 2, though.
Excellent.
Actor and director, I think, was my outside of did we do Seinfeld?
Yep. That was one.
Sopranos?
Oh, that's no, not Sopranos.
No, not Sopranos. Did do Seinfeld.
We did Seinfeld. I do remember.
Yeah. Seinfeld we did. That was a personal favorite of mine. There was a couple of personal favorites of mine, but actor and director was so interestingly done.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Just because Frank, it was like it wasn't necessarily the actor that was going to play you. They were going to so you start finding yourself going, well, who would they play in my life? It was just a fun category to do.
Right.
Any chance we can get Cuddles and J Sabs back?
Cuddles has made her way over here.
Hooray!
J Sabs, is she still in the room or has she bailed on us?
No, Jay Sams has bailed.
Oh, Jay.
Can you text her to see if she wants to come back in for the top 5? Because she said she wanted to. And I would love everybody to post their top 5, obviously in the live chat, live as we do. But
We're
once
back
the
to 5. We're not like at 10 or 12 anymore. We're back to 5. So if you have your pen and paper out, just 5.
Okay. Once the show is over, I'd love everybody to post their full top 5 in that order. Because so that I could watch it. I think that would be great. Cuddles is smashed, by the way.
Hooray!
I said, do you want to get a chair? We have a huge soft cushiony rocking chair in the studio, but we also have this little like stool thing. I thought she would have grabbed the stool. She has grabbed the huge. I watched her drunkenly drag over the huge rocking chair.
Sometimes you feel like rocking, baby.
Yeah.
A toasted Cuddles is my favorite Cuddles.
Yeah, I think most people's. Mine too, because she was a little crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Let's loose a little bit. I got you.
You're gonna get some Shadow and Bone later.
A little loose.
I'm sorry. I have like no voice. I have laryngitis. But I asked if I had a couple more minutes to go to get like a little more wine, and he told me no.
All right, you can get a few more. We gotta get Jason.
I shut it down because I could tell. I know where the limit is, and
that's why.
There is no limit. It is infinite.
It is Friday night.
It gets if one more glass of wine, Frank. It's very anti-Semitic and very.
It is not.
Very.
Don't say that.
It's messed up, man.
Frank, you have the visual stuff on.
I do.
So stupid.
Just to put a bow on this, AOA Golden AOA-Hole Award for Best Blind Top 5 does go to Christmas songs, just beating out actor and director of your biopic Breakfast Foods and Dinner with a Dead Celebrity, which I also enjoyed.
That was cool
greatly.
too.
That was a great one.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, Cuddles is next to me. I'll be handing her the microphone. She'll be screaming her thoughts.
Perfect.
You'll hear the first part of her thought from a distance, and then you'll hear me move it closer.
We have no.
Is J Sabs back? Are we still waiting on J Sabs?
I'm here.
Oh, there we go.
J Sabs is back. So here we go. This is the last blind top 5 of 2023. It is the holiday edition. I hope you're all enjoying the Christmas spectacular. We don't know what this is.
No.
I don't know. Frank,
You know
do
what?
know?
You know who we're missing?
We're missing someone?
Everyone's spouse is on the show except mine.
Get
We have
here.
yet. Well, we
thought-
have yet to introduce him. He has never been on the show before.
Honey, would you like to play a game over here? You? He nods no.
Okay.
He
Well,
doesn't
from
want
what I
anybody.
understand from this blind top 5, there are visual aids. I've been handed paper here.
But he doesn't know what it says.
I
made
don't
sure.
know what's on. I don't know what's on the paper.
This is amazing. A visual blind. See, I never see it coming. None of it.
Right?
Never know what
Okay.
to expect next.
Who's ready?
Ready?
This
Okay,
is
we're
called
ready.
Alternative Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh boy.
I'm in love with this blind top 5.
And Frank, if you could take the paper on top, not the top paper because that has nothing on it. The one after that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Top paper's
Hold it up.
gone. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Should I hold it up?
The first
Okay.
one is called
Oh boy. Wait, hold on.
Wait, explain this. How are we? What are we ranking?
just basically I have 5 alternative Hallmark movies, and the idea is number 1 is the one you'd want to see the most, number 5 is the one you'd want to see the least, but I know you want to see all of them because they're Hallmark movies and they're involving your favorite people. So just let's say goodbye to this year with some Hallmark movies starring the gang. Okay.
Here we go.
This is amazing,
Oh
Frank.
my
this-
god.
It's
All
a
right.
shame we already awarded the best blind top 5 of the year because I feel like this might have won. Okay.
This could be good. All right, here we go. Number one.
Okay.
Here's
go
the
ahead.
first one.
Okay. The first one is called Anthony on Airy Christmas.
Oh, God,
Here is the plot. Anthony has to convince the local sheriff that the man in holding cell 2 is actually Santa Claus. With Frank and J Sabs gone for the holidays, he calls on his good friend Dave Matthews to host the podcast with him. Can they get enough people in the 42 countries listening to call the sheriff to convince him to let Santa go?
oh,
That is magical.
that is so fucking good.
Out
Come
of 1
on.
to 5, where do you want to see that one?
3.
What? I can't. I hate you so much.
I say 4 because J Sabs and I are not in this one.
All right, that's understandable.
Okay, that's a 2.
Good point.
That's
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Jesus Christ, my wife put it at number 2.
That's 2 because that's true. Only you are in
Well,
it.
you're
I
all
give
in.
it a
You're
number
all in
2.
them. You're all in one. So
Well,
Yeah,
I was
but
just
we're
so
away
Frank,
for the whole thing.
Frank
right?
would leave in the beginning. He would be in it somewhat. Frank and J Sabs.
Do I come back at the end and save Christmas?
no. Just
Oh.
bear with me.
Can I-
Once everyone's written theirs down, we're gonna go to the next one.
Wait. Can I
No?
tell you what? Can I tell you what I see your role being?
Oh, here we go.
My role?
Yeah, you come back, but Dave Matthews murders you with a Metallica CD. That's how I see it happening.
I don't murder Dave Matthews. See, now I'm not a fan of this episode. This.
You guys have a big fight. A Metallica CD gets cracked. He uses part of it.
This is not a Hallmark movie for
You
me.
get to watch how you lean in.
So let's see. Mercury at 3. Paige says brilliance and says number 2. TD Freelancer, number 4. In at 4 with me. Okay. Sybil in 1. Number 1. Robin, number 3. Okay, very good.
Very
Ready
hurt.
for number 2?
Very
Right.
hurt by everybody who didn't put that at number 1. Okay, Aaron, go ahead.
Could you hold up the next one, Frank?
Here it is.
Okay, this one is called "Hit Me, Slaby, One More Time."
Oh, this is definitely mine.
Yeah. Yep. After one elf gets accidentally left behind Christmas Eve night, J Sabs and Britney Spears have to win a karaoke contest to get enough money to buy him an airplane ticket home.
Oh, come on.
One. There's nothing.
Oh boy.
One.
Okay,
One.
awesome.
Wait, is Brittany in it?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know if somebody was
was in
going to
the
play
first one.
Brittany or if it was going to be Brittany.
I would have put that at 2, but now I'm going to put that at 3.
I am begrudgingly going to put this at 2 because I don't know what Frank's deal is going to be.
I feel like mine's gonna be magical somehow.
Okay, I'm going to put "Hit Me" at number 2. I think my list is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are just all great.
That was really good.
Let's see.
I like
got
that one.
number. I'm in at number 3. Hit Me Slaby is number 3.
I'm at 3.
Okay, Cuddle says 3. J Sabs, you said 1.
I mean, obviously.
Let's see. TD Freelancer is at 2. Mercury's at 2. Sybil's at 2. Raven at 3 and Robin at 2. A lot of 2s for this one.
Ooh, I got a 1 too.
Wow.
Okay.
A lot of people want to see Brittany and J Sabs doing karaoke to save Christmas.
Who doesn't want to see? Who doesn't want to see Brittany and J Sabs do choreography for their knife
I know,
twirling,
it's-
turning around dance?
Ooh,
Yeah, how many
I would-
knives are involved in this thing?
Yeah. We just want to see J Sabs go, no, that's good, but I think we should do 2 twirls before we come back and swing the knives again.
Definitely.
All right, here's number 3. Are we ready?
All right. Number 3 is "For Whom Noel Tolls."
Nice.
What?
It's a Metallica pun.
Metallica
Oh,
song. For
here we
Whom the
go.
Bell
Here-
Tolls.
here we
Okay,
go.
Aaron, go ahead.
Can't
Wait,
imagine.
When Megadeth convinces Santa to put Metallica on the naughty list, Frank has to help them write a song.
Wait, Frank, what?
Frank has to help them write a song that rocks so hard, Santa has no choice but to correct his error.
Oh, I think we know where I'm putting this one.
I put that at 5.
All right, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm putting this at number 3 begrudgingly because I love it, but I also feel like Frank has jerked off to this exact scenario, which makes me a little uncomfortable.
Ew, I put that at 5. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
I can't-
sorry.
I don't
That
even have
has
a
to go at
comeback.
5.
What?
I'm not a big Metallica fan. I'm a big Frankie C fan, but not
That
a
should be enough.
I am. Uncle Frankie is big in our house. I'm sorry.
That should be enough for you, Cuddles.
All right, 5 for Cuddles. Ann has 3. Frankie C's got it at number 1. J
Damn
Sab.
right.
I'm gonna go with D on this. I'm gonna put it at number 5 too because I'm not the biggest Metallica fan.
Oh,
Or Megadeth.
Oh, Robin, 1.
Robin's
I
got it
I
at
knew
1.
Robin was going to put it at 1. I knew that, Robin.
thank you, Robin, and thank you, Laura. And
TD
Raven.
Freelancer 5. Raven 2. Laura 1, as Frank said. Mercury
What'd you say?
at 4. Sybil at 5.
It's 5 for me too, Cuddles. All right, I get that not a lot of people are into the music, but
not the-
Glowworm in at number 1. All right.
Metallica is not Christmassy to me.
No.
For Whom the Bell Tolls is very Christmassy. Got a lot of
For
bells.
Whom the Well Tolls is
For
that's
Whom the
that's
Well
good.
Tolls. That's amazing.
That's good. It's a good.
Way to
Pun.
go, hon.
Thank you.
All right.
Ready for number 4?
4. Here we go. Ready?
Number
And
4 is called A Christmas Cuddle. Cuddle.
A one. Oh, it's number one, everyone. It's number one.
I might have to put this in
Didn't
at
get a price
5 just
yet.
for
I
spite.
don't care. I'm Cuddles.
Frank's putting it at 5 for spite, which I love.
Uncle Frank.
How does that revenge taste? All right, Aaron, go ahead. Description.
Cuddles plays marriage counselor to Santa and Mrs. Claus after she gets kicked in the head by Vixen and forgets who her husband is.
Oh,
Can Cuddles save this marriage and Christmas?
As much as I want revenge on Cuddles, this is pretty good. That's a good
I
plot.
can save Christmas. This is number one. I will give you all relationship. We are on. We are one, babe. We are
A
one.
Christmas Cuddle.
I'll tell you what.
That is good, Aaron.
Cuddles loves it.
Can we see Cuddles right now?
No.
The
Why?
the whatchamacallit, the Amnesia Christmas is great.
Home run.
There's
Hallmark does love that, right?
Yeah, Hallmark
Absolutely.
loves it. Who's the Lindsay Lohan was in it? She's in an Amnesia Christmas. It's on Netflix now.
It's
Yes.
true.
You can't.
When she's like rich.
You
Right,
can't go
that
wrong
one?
with Amnesia on a Hallmark movie.
Amnesia Christmas is good.
Page at number OMG number 1, crying face. Robin number 4. Okay, Mercury number 1. Laura number 2. Raven number 1. Sybil number 3. TD Freelancer number 1. Glowworm number 2.
Okay, I'll take 2.
Page says, but it has to start with Cuddles making martinis, please. LOL.
Oh yeah. Cuddles will be drunk throughout the whole episode. That's
That's
I'm almost
amazing.
done.
It's an hour and a half of drunk Cuddles trying to help Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
And then she falls asleep on the couch.
I fall asleep. I'm ready for bed.
That's over the closing credits. It's just her sleeping as the credits roll.
Yeah.
Oh man.
wait. If this is going to be accurate, she has to promise a blowjob in the first 5 minutes, and then it never happens at the end.
Oh my god!
Oh, sorry.
It's
Maybe
more like
she
Blue Ball Mark.
Our daughter
So-
was just in this room. You can't say those things.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I'm still number 1.
My mother's also just outside the studio. Okay. Last
So
one,
that was
Aaron.
number 5 for me
Okay.
because I only have my number 2 spot left.
Just as a caveat, there's a grammatical error in the title. I'm an editor. I don't want anyone to come for me. I know that. I used artistic license. Number 5 is Mrs. and Swift goes to Washington. And it's after the Grinch wins the 2024 election and makes blind top fives illegal. Aaron and Taylor Swift must lobby to make blind top fives and on a tradition for years.
Wait, can you say that at the that last part? It blipped out.
After I'm going to read all of it. After
Yeah.
the Grinch wins the 2024 election and makes blind top fives illegal, Aaron and Taylor Swift must lobby to make blind top fives an Anthony on air tradition for years to come.
All
Oh,
right.
I like that.
That's. Let me tell you something. It's unfairly going to go at number 5 on my list, but I feel like that one has the most heart out of all of these.
I'm going to go number 2.
Really, anyone
Number 2,
can
baby.
win the elections in this country. It's true, the Grinch can win. It's at number 4, but it should be higher.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I thought that was a fun one.
That was a great one.
I do like that one. Which one am I going to act out tonight?
What a what a finale for 2023. Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Way to go,
Dave
huh?
with a good point. Not happening tonight either, Aunt.
Sorry, buddy.
You're right about that.
This one last plug. This was also the year that I published my book. If you found
That's
this
right.
really witty and you found this really clever, you might like the book. So consider it as a when you get all that Christmas money. Maybe
Yeah.
And that's
if you
it. Thank you
if
guys.
you like Erin's writing, with the top 5s, you'll love her book Oval.
Merry
Exactly.
Christmas and happy holidays and season's greetings and happy
Yeah.
2024 to everybody. I'm signing off.
Listen.
Love you all.
Listen. As everyone gets Amazon gift cards, because we know people are lazy nowadays and they just give gift cards, buy Erin's book. Oh God. Her
Yeah.
daughter is right here.
Robin in the chat. Oval is great,
Yeah.
people.
All right. Sorry to plug, but I'm happy I know all of you. Bye bye.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
What
hon.
is she
Great
still
job.
doing up?
She's watching Anthony on air.
It's a late. Do you want to say Merry Christmas to everybody? Here, come. Go ahead. Say it into the microphone. Go ahead.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas,
Aw,
cutie.
Merry Christmas.
Adorable.
Why is our daughter up?
It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah, this is far too late. Yeah, this is not good. Not good parenting.
Yeah, you guys are terrible parents.
No, we're not. Our other child is sick.
All right.
We have a sick child and a child who's up after 10.
We're doing great, Uncle Frankie.
And both parents are drunk. Not good. Not a good
I'm
episode.
fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry. Cecilia, this is a mom. Come on, let's go snuggle.
Okay.
Snuggle.
All right. All
That
right.
was great.
Thank you, Cuddles.
You're welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
There you go.
Oh,
All right,
no.
Frankie
Oh,
C.
second one's sick too now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a whole house. It's a whole house issue here.
Wonderful.
You too?
Great job, everyone. Thank you to everybody in the chat, everybody who's been with us all year and before that. For years now. We've been on, I don't know how many years now, but we've been going for a while.
Mhm.
Appreciate the,
Look,
the
I'm gonna
views.
say-
Okay. J Sab's just. Oh, there she is.
Hey, J Sab's face. There she goes. Are you gonna wish everybody a Merry Christmas?
Oh, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. God bless
Festivus.
America.
Happy Festivus.
Happy Eid. Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason recently we haven't seen much of J Sabs on camera.
I know. I think that's because she started to transition, and
Alright.
it's been a problem. Look at Janine's pussy, everybody.
Everyone, look at my pussy.
All right, so Anthony's drunk.
Couldn't resist it. I knew it was wrong, but I just feel like you want to punch it over the goal line at the last episode, and I had to do it.
And I like the ho 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 right above you.
Do
You
have
know
a
what's
ho, ho,
funny?
ho up there? Oh, yeah, there you go.
I put it on backwards and it said O. My daughter's like, that doesn't say what you think it says.
Ozempic is what I
Right.
say for 2023.
Ozempic.
Oh boy, free plug.
Right.
All right, everybody, get that oval. No joke, it's wonderful. Again, it's Erin's writing, and look how great she writes the top fives. Link in the description of this episode. Cuddles made a great point to use your Amazon gift cards that you're inevitably going to get to go ahead and order it. Link in the description of this episode and like the past 100 episodes. Okay.
What are you doing?
Oh, Santa.
Janine's doing something.
I'm not doing anything.
Santa. The whole thing has fallen off. It's been a wonderful year. I can't thank everybody enough. I have to thank Janine and Frank. I mean, these two, I can't even tell you what these two deal with on a three times a week basis.
I have to thank you
don't
guys.
Don't give me that much credit.
No, you guys are great co-hosts.
You guys are the best. I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody else. Honestly, this is the highlight of my week every single week.
You're serious there too.
I am. I love doing it. I love doing it. I feel like it's been year 3 has been a little bit of a rough one, but I'm excited every time, and I hope year 4 will be amazing. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Election year, so it definitely will be.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting 2024.
Tune
We'll be
in
along
to
with
see
you
me.
for the ride.
Tune in because there's going to be a lot of fights between me and Frank this year.
It is going to be a big year, Frank. Are you prepared for this?
I'm
you
ready.
mentally ready?
I am ready for it. Let's go.
He's ready for a Republican president.
Go ahead. No, we're with you. Go ahead.
President.
How do you feel with Trump so ahead of the polls right now? How does that make you feel?
Oh boy,
I think it's not going to happen.
Anthony, save this conversation
already
for the
lost
dinner
Colorado.
tomorrow night.
He already lost Colorado, so.
All right.
You hear what I said, Frank? Save this
I heard you.
conversation for the dinner tomorrow.
Oh, I heard you.
That's true. Can we take 5 minutes to film a little something for the members tomorrow?
No. Yes. of
Yeah.
course we can.
If Santa stops being naughty.
All right.
Look,
So
we're getting a lot
members-
of thanks for the memories in the chat. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being a part of it.
Yeah, please, thank you guys. Members only, little vid coming. We'll tape that tomorrow when all three of us are together. Thanks for the memories. Cheers to AOA 2024. Can't thank you guys all enough for that. You guys made 2023 a better year. You guys made 2023 a better year for us because honestly, it's been great.
And we're gonna do more in 2023. We're gonna do, obviously we got blind top fives with Aaron, and then we've something I think we should bring back is more of those food, challenges.
We do have to do more food challenges. Yeah, we haven't done a lot of those recently, but we should. I do love those and enjoy those.
And people watching and listening, send us your ideas of what you want us to taste test or whatever. We'll track it down. We'll get a hold of it, and we'll let you know how it is.
For sure, 100%. I would love to do more of that in the next year. Yeah, and more ideas of what you guys do. Maybe Mbappe or whatever the hell you said. We should try that.
Bibimbap. It's great.
Mbappe is a soccer player, so
it's amazing.
Tasting him.
Oh, God.
It's also a Hanson song. So.
Oh, God.
Yeah, anything else? You guys have any closing thoughts?
Just everybody have a great holiday and a safe, happy New Year. And it's going to be a couple of weeks until we see you guys again. And I hope everybody has a great time with their family and friends, or if not, just by yourself. It's all good. We're here with you. And we'll see you again in 2024.
I have nothing to add to that.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful holiday and Christmas and Festivus and Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah's already over, but enjoy the rest of your year if that's the case. Do you want to say Merry Christmas one more time?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There's my adorable daughter. All right. For for the little one, Cuddles, Aaron C, Frankie C, J Sabs, and everybody else here, we can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate everything you've done, all the shares, all the likes, all the follows, all the subscriptions, all the members. Thank you guys. By the way, if you are a member and you haven't gotten your little present yet, please let me know, because we sent a lot out and I hope they all got to where they needed to go.
Yes.
Frank, the last word's up to you, my man.
Oh, up to me. No pressure. Just Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Have a great time.
Potato salad.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.